Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves. Today we'll be checking out a sample song from Hollow Knight Silksong, Lace, which I know nothing about, but I am anxiously waiting for Hollow Knight Silksong like many of you. There's been no news yet at this point, so I still have no idea when it's coming out, but when it does, I know I'm going to play a ton of it. I 100%ed the original Hollow Knight, and I love that game. It's phenomenal. So I can't wait to listen to this. The music of Hollow Knight was also fantastic. I use it as background music for some of my videos, but I'm excited to listen to this one. So without further ado, let's check it out. Nice. I adore good violin tracks, and this one is extremely focused on strings like violin and cello and things like that. And I think there's multiple violins. It just sounds incredible already. Like, it's so intense and so fits that kind of Castlevania vibe, or like the style that Hollow Knight typically goes for, like deep and moody. And this is already so cool. I'd imagine this is probably from a boss fight or something like that, and I can only imagine how crazy that'll be. But I can't wait. I actually want to go back and get that last little cello section again because it just sounded so fantastic with the backing of the strings. It's like there's so many different fantastic melodies going on here, and it shows just the skill of the composer. I'm guessing it's Christopher Larkin here. It says music by. I'm not familiar with the artist, but I'm assuming he probably did music for the original Hollow Knight as well, which, like I said, is fantastic. So if that's the case, then yeah, he's a very skilled composer, clearly. But let's keep going. Nice. Damn, I love it when the violin is played like a fiddle. Like, it's just so much faster and a little bit has that like folky quality to it. But it sounds just so amazing, and with the cello behind and everything, like, this is an excellent song, even though it's just violins and cello, I believe. Like, it's so well done, and it conveys that kind of sense of intensity and dread that goes along with a lot of these fights in games like Hollow Knight. And this whole thing just makes me want to play the game all that much more, and I hope we get some news of it this year. I mean, it's a crazy thing to say that, but I mean, hopefully we will. I mean, they said it was going to come out like 2 years ago. Anyways, I go on for a long time about that, but anyways, let's keep going. This like main theme is so well done. Like, it's such a good earworm, and it sticks with you, like bum 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 bum. But there's so many different little melodies throughout this song too that are just really interesting and really keep the song fresh and interesting. Like, The only part that's repeated, I think, so far is this kind of chorus section, this main theme of this song, and it's exceptional. But all the other melodies too are so freaking good as well. And I want to say too, but that before I get a bunch of comments, I know that a fiddle is a violin. I just was saying that before. The melody kind of sounded more akin to what you would hear when people are playing the fiddle versus playing the violin. Like the speed of the violin playing, I guess, and the style of it was a little more folksy there, and it really sounded incredible. But this entire thing is awesome. Let's keep going. I love how the cello is used as the percussion here. Like, there's no drums or anything like that, but the deep, bassy cello melodies just flowing along behind the violin is just such an exceptional way to do like percussion and have a bass element in there. I mean, it would have been fine just with the violin music because the violin is fantastic, but it helps to emphasize the violin all that much more with the cello playing constantly behind it. And then the cello obviously comes in as well at certain moments and does its own like little melodies and things. But for the most part, the cello is just like a background. It's used as a bass instrument, and it is a bass instrument, but it's used like a percussion instrument, I should say. But it's really well done, and this is just fantastic overall. What an intense ending. I'm assuming in-game that would be where the song loops, or maybe this is just because it's a sample, maybe this is only a part of the overall song, and the one that we get in-game when we finally get the game, it'll be significantly more built out and a lot longer and more interesting. But either way, I mean, this is a phenomenal song. Like, as someone who loves violin music, this one just, it hit all the right notes, you could say. Like, there's just so many fantastic violin melodies there, and it was so intense. Like I said, give the kind of like Victorian Gothic vibe. Like Castlevania music is a lot similar like this, although it's usually a lot more rock heavy, a lot more like instruments involved, whereas this is just, again, violins and cello. I believe, again, there could be something else in there that I've missed, but I believe that's all there is, and it's all it needs, really. Like, this is a phenomenal song. The violin melodies, there's just so many of them, and they're so interesting. That main theme melody like I talked about earlier, it's also just so exceptional. And that cello melody behind it, as well as little cello melodies we get here and there, like, they're all just so incredible. Like, this song was amazing, and I just hope that the game lives up to the hype and finally comes out, like, again, ideally sometime this year, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, it's been in production for so long at this point that many of us are starting to lose hope, but at the same time, Hollow Knight was such a fantastic game that we know that Silksong will be amazing whenever it finally comes out. It's just a matter of when, and who knows. I mean, a couple of years ago, there was that Xbox showcase at, like, Summer Games Fest, I think, and they said, like, every game we announced for this Games Fest will be coming out in the next year. And that was, like, 2 years ago and still not out. But, I mean, whatever. Like, you gotta let the developers cook, I guess. And undoubtedly, when it does finally drop, it'll be amazing. It'll be a huge game. Everyone will love it, and I'll play a ton of it just like I did the first game. But anyways, at least we know some of the music that's going to be coming out with the game is incredible. Like, this is just the first song I've heard from Silksong, but it's amazing. This is a fantastic song, and I'm definitely going to be adding to my playlist. But anyways, thanks for hanging out, watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.
Stay up, it's 10 in the